we were really honored to be asked to come to the Oregon Wine Experience, and we really didn't know what to expect. Remember Trish asking Miles, well, what are you gonna wear? And he goes, well, I was thinking about a button-up shirt, but I have a tux. And she goes, wear the tux. I'm like, really, are you sure? She's like, nope, wear the tux, Miles. So he's like, okay, I'll wear do you want me to wear the yellow bow tie? Yes, that would be great, okay. He was just so excited. And then just through the nature of his story, a lot of people recognized him. So there was a lot of people, and so many of you in the crowd that are probably here again tonight, just saying hi to him and thanking him. And that meant a lot to Miles. And then he got to go up on the stage, and every time, thank you, Donald Smith. And he would go, thank you, Donald Smith. And but I do think he was moved when it was the match Miles, and probably 75% of the crowd stood up. His legacy has grown. We've had messages from all over the world of how people are giving back, but also choosing to live each day to the fullest and remembering just the spirit that Miles had. Every time somebody donates to the Asante Forward Foundation, we get a little card in the mail. Some weeks we'll get where there'll be a stack, that thick. Some weeks we'll get one, but usually every week we'll get at least, one or a handful of them. Miles has always loved Legos. He and his brother have built them forever. It was the source of many arguments when they were younger, because Carter would have the immaculate, 500-piece ship, and then Miles would accidentally break something. And so even up until just a few weeks before he passed, he was working on, finishing up some Lego sets, and that he had been gifted. When Miles's birthday rolled around, my sister-in-law really helped make this happen. And to be honest, at that point, I was a little fatigued, and I know, okay, I should make this happen. And so she, just put it out there, and the response was incredible. Just absolutely incredible, overwhelming. And so we gathered all the Legos up, and we were able to put yellow ribbons on them to signify brain cancer, and then also a card so that the person would know when they received this Lego set who it was in honor of. And it was in honor of him, and we gifted mini sets to the Asante Foundation. There's somebody who wants to gift their ability to name a room to you guys. And so that was just incredible. And not just that, but we also got to look at a map and figure out which room, which available room could we choose. And I remember when Miles toured the hospital, the hard hat tour of the new hospital with his friends, there was a couple of rooms that he was really excited about. I remember him looking around, just, this is gonna be great, And so we were able to name one room, which is the Child Life Quiet Room, in honor of Miles John Isbell. And so also my understanding is both he and his brother, their story will also be featured in the hospital, so people can learn about them. And I imagine another mom like me walking around the hospital reading that, and that just is really inspiring to me. And Miles was pretty sick. He was not feeling good. And he had been, experiencing chemo, and we knew that his cancer was back again. And he was just trying to live the best summer he could. And he gets out there, and again, he doesn't show a lot of emotion, just happiness. And his pig goes out there and sells for one time. Then they sell it again for a second time, and then they sell it again for a third time. And by the third time, Miles is out there, kind of looking like I am right now, just crying. And so eventually the pig sold for over $50,000. And Miles gave a very large percentage of that back to the Asante Foundation. So if there's a match Miles this year at the Oregon Wine Experience, I think it's going to be a little more than the 1,200 of last year. But if an 11-year-old can give that much of their profit, you can too.